Surprise! Surprise! I am Mike. He is Aaron. This is the Midnight Drive on 12 Sports. You're welcome, Jeff Beck. Aaron, what's going on, bro?
Content, baby. That's what's going on. Content.
That's right. Well, we're kind of surprising the people with some more stuff here. Remember, as always, you can follow us on Twitter at AMDrive120Z. So, cannot wait for you guys to keep on doing that. Aaron, I think the first topic, what do you think we should get Aaron Rodgers to start off?
No, I think we need to talk about a few things because it's been a big
Ruh-roh.
day in the world of AM Drive.
That's
We
right.
secured a new sponsor, so hooray
The
to
bag.
us. Yeah, securing the bag, if you will. And we also are going to announce we are doing a giveaway. The minute we receive 100 followers, we're going to do a giveaway on our next show. And we are going to have a
Hey.
giveaway presented by Vice Golf. We are going to give away a Vice Golf t-shirt to one lucky follower of that 100 or more. And then when we get 1,000 followers, we're going to do an even bigger giveaway. But let's get to the three digits first.
I have a few. I want to say that I have a few plans. I was thinking maybe like a jersey of someone's choice or whatever. That's like a quarterback of someone's choice. We could do like a jersey if we reach
We'll get
1,000.
them one of the jerseys that are on the bargain, like a Julio Jones Falcons one.
I was
going
gonna
to
say that. You said that, not
Yes.
me. I wasn't gonna say that because I got this on sale and I was like Andrew Luck. So, God, you could
Yeah,
have
but see,
should have said that.
the good thing about Andrew Luck is like he never went anywhere else, so it's not like a bad jersey anymore.
Whoa! Are you calling my Mitchell Trubisky orange jersey for 30 bucks? Like not a good bargain?
I'm not saying it's not a bargain, but my point is like Andrew Luck probably most likely is not coming back in the league. So you have a jersey of a guy who will never play for another team. Mitchell Trubisky is probably going to be on the Bills, and he's going to have a Mark Sanchez type career. 4 or
Right.
5 different teams, backing up, third stringing. So, when you wear the Mitchell Trubisky, be prepared for people to be like, dude, really?
So I get what you're saying about that. I don't think we should take too much time on that, but I get it. Don't forget, Aaron, if they want more quality content like this, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern, live on 12 Sports. I just thought I'd throw that in there, a little morning show stuff. So what do you want to get into right now?
I want to tell you about the world's most comfortable shirt, Michael Carvelis. I want to tell you about the world's most comfortable shirt, our new sponsor, Buttercloth. I know it sounds weird. It's a weird sounding
It's not
name,
like
but
butterscotch, but buttercloth.
yeah, I've been working with them for a couple days now, trying to get that all set up. And you can check out our 12-ounce sports sponsor page at 120zsportsradio.com/AM Drive sponsors. But Buttercloth shirts are extremely soft. They look like sophisticated casual dress shirts, but they feel like you're putting on your favorite t-shirt. So it's kind of a wild mix. They were featured on Shark Tank a few years ago, and they struck a deal. And I
Really?
think the
Shark?
best,
That's pretty cool.
but the best deal they ever struck was by partnering with AM Drive. So we're happy to be a part of Buttercloth, and
Oh,
we're
yeah.
happy that they're a part of our family as well. So again, visit 120zsportsradio.com/AM Drivers to visit them and all of the other sponsors that we are a part of. And please give them all business so they can give us a little love in return. I want
That's
to talk
right.
about Aaron Rodgers there, Mike. Let's
Cool.
talk about Aaron Rodgers because how the turntables have turned.
Mike said it how many times? Oh, just first.
Yeah, so it looks like the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers are nearing an agreement on a reworked deal, according to Ian Rappaport, that will keep the quarterback in Green Bay for 2021. It voids the 2023 season from Aaron Rodgers' current contract, and he may not have the franchise tag placed on him in any future years.
Dang.
And Green Bay also agrees to review the situation after the upcoming campaign, which is the season that's coming up, which could lead to a departure after this year. So really that would allow him to leave the Packers and pursue another team, and all the Packers would get is a third-round compensatory pick.
I feel sorry for John Suggs because he comments on quite a bit of our stuff, and he said, I'm going to get Aaron Rodgers in a little bit. I'm tired of leaving John Suggs hanging here. Do you really think Houston wants to trade Watson? I want to say that for AM Drive, but I will say this, Aaron and John.
Talk about it there too. Yeah, let's chat about it.
I want to say this.
Sorry for John. I love the fact that he's hanging out with us.
No, I do too. I love you, John. No, hold on. Anyways, I was going to say that.
He's stepping it now.
I feel that was a weird heart.
Hearts in the chat, baby. Hearts in the chat.
That's right. I feel like this is a very late trade rumor. It's like, oh, so now that 10 women have filed with the police instead of just a civil lawsuit. Oh, you guys can have them now. Like, Houston, it's too late, bro. It's too late for that.
Yeah,
that's dumb managing.
Yeah, you're right. It is too late. But I don't think anybody's kicking the tires for what Houston wants. They want a combination of 5 high draft picks and or ready to go players right now, starting caliber players. Right. I mean, what team is going to give that up in exchange for a quarterback who's going to be suspended, most likely? Whether he's guilty or he's not guilty, the personal conduct policy doesn't really apply to just kind of a slap on the wrist here. I mean, 20 women. The thing is
eventually this is going to be, but 20 is pretty bad.
This is going to be taken the wrong way, but I don't know if I believe that there's 20 plus women that he actually physically assaulted, but I do believe that within that smoke there is fire. Could be 3, could be 5. I don't know, but 1 is more than enough. We all know, the saying, once is enough. Obviously there's an issue here because I spoke to a lot of people who tended to agree that this seemed like it was coordinated or set up by the team, but I don't believe it. Why would the team derail their value here? I look at John Suggs' question. The team that would benefit 1,000 times is him to go to the Vikings. But what would they give up
Cook
for?
And Kirk Cousins. I guarantee you, getting rid of Dalvin Cook will not be bad. I think they have another young running back too. But trade Dalvin Cook and Kirk Cousins. Alex Madison. Yeah, Alexander Madison.
I know it's Alexander Madison. There you go. Yeah, Alexander Madison is not Dalvin Cook. Now, maybe
I didn't say he was.
Houston would be interested in Alexander Madison and a first, maybe Cousins, and like a Mike Hughes, who was a first-round pick cornerback, hasn't really panned out. Maybe a change of scenery would help for him. Sure, the Vikings, they had a lot of Swiss cheese on defense last year, and Aaron Rodgers has another show-me year in 2021. I mean, they got to play him twice.
So I think that if you give him Kirk Cousins in like two or 3 first-rounders or 2 first-rounders in a second, it's a no-brainer. Because if you can do because in order to do that, you would have to give up either Dalvin Cook and Kirk Cousins, or you would have to give up because you're going to have to give Kirk Cousins either way. They're going to want a quarterback.
Well, but they did draft what's his face, Davis Mills. Stanford, so. I mean, if you're punting the year,
that's the guy.
Houston's punting the year regardless.
How about for Dalvin Cook in a first? Would you do that if you're Houston? I think that's pretty.
I would take that. What am I going to do with Dalvin Cook? I don't want to win. On Houston, I don't want to win.
But he puts, you know what's in seats. He puts asses in seats.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, it's not going to be as much as Watson, but that's Houston's fault for getting rid of J.J. Watt, getting rid of DeAndre Hopkins, who now was he wanted? I forgot. I didn't see that in DeAndre Hopkins' news, but apparently he said something stupid or whatever. I don't know.
He's done that a few times. I don't know what exactly you're talking about this time, but it doesn't shock me. But the last question that John really had there was, do you want a guy with this image?
Yes.
If he can play ball, I don't care about his image. As long as he didn't murder anybody. I mean, who do we have in the league that's done? I mean, we have Ben Roethlisberger in the league. He's been in the league a decade past.
Ben Roethlisberger, that's a good example. Kobe Bryant. Oh, I should have gone there.
Let's not go there.
I mean,
too soon still.
Well,
we don't need to piss on the dead at that point. But Ben Roethlisberger was a perfectly fine example. Nothing was ever proven.
Plus, it's football. I'll take that was my fault, guys. That was bad.
I mean, Ben Roethlisberger is still relevant even today.
I've seen a lot of things that have said in the last couple of weeks, like the media. All last year, Aaron, did you find it peculiar that the media, and especially every sports talking head was saying, "quote Roethlisberger's done. He should retire." Now, why does it suddenly change to, oh, well, his receivers had led the league in drops, or he wasn't healthy? I'm like, well, you can't say that now. You already pissed on him, right? I think we can say that because I was a fan of Big Ben last year.
I have no issues with Big Ben on the field. Big Ben is a fine quarterback, still is. There's bigger issues in Pittsburgh, and that's the ability to run the ball. Hopefully, Najee Harris will take care of that situation. I think Pittsburgh's still the favorite, in my opinion, to win the AFC North.
I'm glad you said that because here's the thing. But they're getting so many hot takes right now. You gotta love this stuff. I will say this about Pittsburgh. I am this close to picking them to win AFC North. Defense is perfectly fine. Big Ben's healthy. I am a firm believer that Dalvin Cook is the rookie running back that shows up day one.
Dalvin Cook plays for
you know what I mean? Freaking Najee Harris. Him, Dalvin Cook, and Derrick Henry all are the same because they're big guys with dreads. That's not racist. They were confused. They're all wrapped up in my brain. I was thinking about all three of them when Dalvin Cook popped out.
Fair enough. Okay.
That was my bad. No, but the Steelers, I think Juju's going to bounce back. I think Juju bounces back. I don't know how big, but he's going to have to lay off the TikTok. Not hard to do. I don't know if anybody notices that, but it's not hard to lay off the TikTok, in my opinion at least. It's not Vine, so I'm fine.
Yeah, sleep on Ravens. Yeah, that's fine. I need Lamar Jackson to prove to me something. He has some more offensive weapons this year, so I just don't trust Lamar Jackson right now. Not saying they can't make the playoffs, but
here's what bothers me about Lamar Jackson. And I'm one of the biggest supporters. I have been on Lamar Jackson's bandwagon since the year he won Heisman. Before he even won the Heisman, I was still watching him the year after when his team sucked, but he was still putting up big numbers. I told people he was good. He had his terrible first playoff game. Here's the problem. He is coached up by the offensive coordinator who Colin Kaepernick thrived with for 2 years, and after those 2 years, the league figured him out. At this point, it's up to Lamar Jackson. If he does not improve throwing the football, Lamar Jackson's going to be figured out very quickly, and that's what I'm terrified of as a Lamar Jackson fan. I think getting that wide receiver was huge for them in the first round, but they're walking that offensive coordinator has got to step it up and not pull not forget the race stuff. Colin Kaepernick was figured out before all that, and that was becoming a problem. They figured out another running quarterback, and Lamar Jackson's faster, but he's not a better thrower of the football than Colin Kaepernick was.
Yeah, but that's a low bar. They both stunk throwing the football.
But it tells you something when I can just automatically spout off.
No, the problem is Lamar Jackson's going to get a huge contract that he may or may not deserve depending on this year. I don't know. We'll find out. I mean, he gets his team to the playoffs, so you can't really hate on that spot right there.
I'm also a huge fan of J.K. Dobbins. I love J.K. Dobbins at Ohio State. He's not a Najee Harris. Had to think about it again. He's not a Najee Harris, but he can put up some big numbers if you give him if things go his way.
Browns winning the division. The only reason I can see the Browns winning the division is because of the schedule. Third place schedule. Pittsburgh's got a first place schedule. Ravens got a second place schedule. Browns got a third place schedule. So don't sleep on the Bengals too, I guess. I mean, they got the worst schedule in the division in terms of probably the opponents they're going to play. Still the best division in football. Here we got another one. Browns winning the division. AFC North. I mean, throw a dart at this point. You take out the Bengals, but throw a dart. They all three got great. It's going to be Browns because of their schedule setup, because they have a third place schedule because they finished in third last. And
so Baker Mayfield.
Right now they're what plus Look at this. Look at these odds. So to win the AFC North on Odds Shark right now, you have Baltimore plus 110, Cleveland plus 180, and Pittsburgh plus 270. I mean, look at
That's
that.
close.
Cincinnati's 20-1. Why don't I throw a 20 spot on there? Dude, I've lit money on fire for worse.
I wish there was a way that like you could bet Pittsburgh finishes second no matter what.
I'm sure there's some offshore book that you could probably do.
Offshore book, get out of here with that crap. My bookie.
My bookie. Speaking of my bookie, check them out. Obviously, use promo code 12OZ Sports. All space, all caps, no space.
All spaces, no. Get out of here.
You're the my bookie guy, dude. I don't know the my bookie. Reed, that's you.
Whoa! Why don't you know that stuff?
You read the my bookie in the morning show. I don't read the my bookie. I read the Fanatics. I read the Vice Golf, and I read the new Buttercloth. I love that name, Buttercloth.
You know, once I figured out what it said, like it took me a while, like Buttercloth. I'm excited for those shirts. I might drop 100 on them pretty soon, but mybookie.ag is a place to be. 12 Sports promo code 12OZ Sports, all caps, no spaces, for up to a $1,000 first deposit bonus, and no one does it like MyBookie, 12 Sports, and AM Drive. And if you're gonna bet, if you get addicted, that's not my fault. Not my fault. You put 100, they double it out to 200.
I got a number you can call gambling.
I never sent you this site. So this is like a little shake hands that we have with our guests. I don't care if you get addicted to gambling, but do it by helping me. And after that, help yourself. I have no idea what to say to you. That was terrible.
Well, I don't care if you get addicted to gambling, but at least have fun while you're losing. If you're gonna piss away $20,000, have fun. Have fun.
Right.
Or do like I got a buddy. He bets offshore. He's a big time like Korean baseball and regular like MLB. He's terrible at betting. So he swallows his pride and he fades himself.
Daniel Jones, by the way, answered this question. And I'm not saying that as a Daniel Jones guy. I'm saying the answer to this question, Daniel Jones, because the Giants are in a division. Can John Suggs be our producer? Holy cow. This has got some great questions.
John, you're the man. You're going to be a guest on one of the AM drives if you can get up that.
I was actually thinking about that, but I was going to talk about all fair, but that's fine. Daniel Jones, because the Giants have super high. We all know the Cowboys might or might not win the division. The next year they might or might not win the division, even though they have the most talent. I believe on offense, that is. I believe a healthy if Saquon stays healthy, they've got the Kadarius Toney kid plus some decent wide receivers. Their defense was Kenny G. Their defense was pretty good last year. Kept them in a Buccaneers game where they almost won. Do not forget Monday night. They almost won that game.
Yeah,
but
cool,
Daniel Jones, huh?
I said, yeah, cool. They didn't win it.
I know there's a way to like mute somebody for a few seconds. Yeah, say that again and see what happens.
You trying to mute me for the host?
I already did. I muted for a few seconds there.
Look, I mean, it's the NFL. The fucking Giants are trying to win a division at 6-10, and they're bitching that Washington tanked or Philly tanked. I mean, come on. Who's under more pressure? It's Dak Prescott. I mean, I'm sorry, it's Daniel Jones. It's not Dak Prescott.
I'm going to say, what?
It's Daniel Jones. Dak Prescott just signed an extension, didn't he?
That was out of nowhere, but yes, that is true.
They got him for what they wanted him because he didn't play last year. And he led them to a 1-3 record, throwing for like 1,800 yards in 4 games.
And for people complaining about, oh, well, you see how bad they were with Andy Dalton? Andy Dalton sucks, okay? Just because you're better than Andy Dalton does not mean you should get a big contract. Although I think he should have gotten paid just not that much.
Correct me if I'm wrong. They were 1-3, and in the game they won, they had to come back on Atlanta by like 25 points. I mean, Atlanta's no stranger to that, obviously.
Just because I live in Georgia does not mean you have to bring that up, okay? It is 1 o'clock in the morning here.
I'm just saying, like, don't get all excited about Dak Prescott. I don't know if he's necessarily under pressure. The only reason he's under pressure is because they're the overwhelming
because he's the Cowboys. It's the Cowboys, that's why.
All right, let me give you the NFC East division odds. Dallas, -150. New York, +550. Washington, +550. Philadelphia, +325. They're the overwhelming favorite, so there is pressure on Dak Prescott.
What was Washington's odds?
550, +550.
Washington too?
Yeah, New York and Washington are 550 here, according to OddsShark.
I'm a huge fan of Ryan Fitzpatrick. Oh, I might put a little bit of mooch.
Well, that was their opening line. Let me look at the line here.
You're hired, Lewis. You're hired.
Well,
You're hired.
What's the Daniel Jones will outperform Dak?
Yeah.
What are we looking at here? Because I know Louis Donnie. Better arm, better overall talent. Dude can't run though because he trips over his own freaking tongue.
Do you realize? Do you realize Daniel Jones? I told people since I was at Aaron. Tell people about While I show your wife's comment. Tell the people. Tell your the people about Daniel Jones, about my Daniel Jones take. Where did that date back to?
Okay, I guess if I'm ball washing you here a little bit, you predicted that Daniel Jones would be better than Dwayne Haskins. And while you look like an overwhelming favorite right now,
who else said that? I want you to name the people who also said that besides me. Oh, okay. I didn't think so either.
I was in your camp, but I didn't know you then. Maybe I did. Maybe we knew each other. I'm not sure. What is this?
Every time you say ball washing, I'm going to do this.
Okay, your balls are down there, bro.
Well, okay. The midnight drive is a little bit litter than
Hashtag drive safe.
Drive. Just don't drink and drive because apparently we are.
Let's talk about Jacksonville for a little bit. I brought this hat out. I have a lot of hats in the closet. I brought this one out because I saw you when you came on the stream with the Colts, and I just wanted to troll you a little bit. I ran across a Twitter account today that said if you retweet their tweet, which I believe I did on our AM.
Can't reply, but you did, but you can't reply. Just to let you guys know.
That's okay. You can't reply, but if you retweet that tweet and Trevor Lawrence throws a touchdown pass to Tim Tebow, they will buy you a jersey of your choosing. And there's at least 20,000 retweets on that. So I really hope they're loaded because I'm rooting for Tebow to catch. I'm rooting for Tebow to catch Trevor Lawrence's first touchdown pass.
It has to be his first?
No. I'm just rooting for him to catch his first. It just has to be one. I don't think Tim Tebow's going to make the roster on opening day, but
that's racist. I'm kidding.
I mean, it's racist. Well, you know what? Maybe if Dwayne Haskins' career spirals anymore, maybe Trevor Lawrence can throw his first touchdown to Dwayne Haskins, the tight end. I agree with that. I'm on a Daniel Jones background. But why would he be here? Let's ask questions. Why would he be under pressure? Why would Daniel Jones be under pressure? Because Joe Judge didn't draft him?
That's a good point. No, because we'll get to that in just a second. But I actually think because the Giants, because that division is considered a little bit open this year, and the Giants, like I said, had such a impressive, despite people, crapping on Dave Gettleman, there was a good amount of people that were surprised with how good that team did for what they were given. And I think with a healthy Saquon and a healthy receiving core, as long as he has a left tackle, that's my biggest problem with that team.
Is Nate Solder still on that team?
I don't know, but I know Andrew Thomas was not the guy, and I told people he wasn't the guy, but nobody knows what I think. Nobody cares what I think. But I think Andrew Thomas is underwhelmed with that team, non-surprisingly. Oh, no, Nate's going to retire?
I don't know. I don't keep up with the Giants' offensive line. I just know that Eric Flowers was a train wreck for so many years at left tackle. I too am on the Daniel Jones wagon there. I don't like Ohio State quarterbacks. I don't like Ohio State quarterbacks. I don't like Justin Fields. I'll say it right now. I don't like Justin Fields either. And it's not. And I know Ohio State quarterbacks. That's not a thing. They all suck.
Well, I do agree. I'm sorry, I'm running a graphic here.
Wait, why? Because his team drafted all this talent this year to surround him with better players. No. I don't think he's under pressure this year. I don't think he's in fear of losing his job. There's nothing to back him up at this point. I couldn't even tell you who the backup quarterback is for the Giants. I think Daniel Jones will be fine. And the good thing for him, just like Dak Prescott, that division stinks. It's anyone's division.
So, Aaron, I wanted to see what you said about the Buckeyes quarterback super quickly before we get to our next Jaguars question by John, who's just producing the hell out of the show tonight. Yeah, like, here's a free my bookie slip for you. I'm kidding. I was going to say that
wager. Don't get addicted.
Right. So Daniel, what was I going to say? Oh my God, the Buckeyes quarterbacks, right?
Ohio State quarterbacks. Yeah.
Yes. I watch very closely. If I'm like an armchair, like a relaxation luxury. I'm a leisure analyst. Okay, of quarterbacks. I've done it for since I think the year before Daniel Jones came in, and I even if the team is even if the guys are wide open, I want to see they have to come back to the ball. If it's a screen pass, was it right here? Was it way back here? Was it up here? So I look very closely at the pinpoint of those quarterbacks. And
Dwayne support Mitchell Trubisky, who's the worst at it.
Okay. The midnight drive might piss me off. But I just
first and only.
I feel like Dwayne Haskins was even in the Michigan game. I mean, he was not very accurate, despite throwing for all the yards that he did. And plus 4 of his receivers ran under 4.4 at the combine, or under 4.5. That's unheard of to have 4 receivers do that at the combine on the same team. As for Justin Fields, I think he's better, but he did not impress me this year. But I know I'm kind of rambling, but this was a good question.
I mean,
this was a good question.
Look at it. I mean, you look at it in the situation of who do you have? I mean, in my lifetime of really following college football, Craig Krenzel, you have, and I'm going to miss a few. You have Troy Smith, you have
Braxton Miller,
Street, you have Braxton Miller, you have Terrell Pryor,
Cardale Jones.
You have JT Barrett, and you have
JT Barrett. That was a good one. That was great.
JT Barrett was probably the best, most pro-ready, and he didn't even get a sniff.
I love the term pro-ready because it means we don't see much, but we see a little bit.
No, I think we see the guy who can stand in the pocket and make the short throw, the intermediate throw, and the deep throw. Not the guy who looks for one read and then takes off and is the most electrifying player in college football, which Justin Fields was. If not he was one of. Don't get me wrong, that shit doesn't fly in the NFL. Look how many quarterbacks have failed when they can't read defenses. Including
look at Tom Brady.
Maybe.
Right.
You can't say Tom Brady can't read defenses. That is the biggest.
Well, no, I'm saying he's lucky. He's lucky though.
Oh my God! Speaking of lucky, that one on your shirt. That guy wasn't lucky. He's not dead with that shit offensive line he dealt with.
Thank you. I always said, as much as I love that he was on my team, I would not have drafted a quarterback because it was a suicide note for the quarterback, and he almost missed his first game because he was trying to graduate Stanford. That's how smart that piece of junk was. And it pissed me off when it was true.
Piece of junk was. Like a backhanded compliment there.
So the Jaguars over 6 wins. Over.
Let me look at the schedule real quick. Just
then
based
again,
off
though, the Titans and Colts 4 times are going to be hell.
Hey, hold on.
I would say right at 6. Which is 17. Oh.
I'm going to say the maximum they get is 5.
Is that on record?
Depending on I'll take the under 6 wins. Is that their win total? Let me look at their win total real quick.
John, you better stop fooling around back there. You better start getting hired. Swear to God.
Jaguars 6 wins. This is according to CBS Sports.com. Jaguars 6 wins, over -120, under +110, and 5-12. Best case scenario. And I'll give you their.
I just feel like they were too competitive last year to only win 5 games. They were competitive in those games.
I'll run it down quick. You're also starting a brand new quarterback too, so it all depends on him. Week 1 versus Cleveland. Well, here, look. Week 1 at home versus Cleveland. That's an L. Week 2 at New Orleans. Depending on who starts, most likely that's an L. That's most likely an L. You think they're going to beat
Michael Thomas is done.
So? They got Traquan Smith. They got Emmanuel Sanders. They're fine.
And who's throwing the football? I forgot.
Either one. Taysom Hill or Jameis Winston.
They better hope it's Taysom Hill. I got one. Okay, go ahead. Keep going. Week 3.
Okay, you got one. I'm still 0-2. Week 3 at Dallas. They're 0-3 in my book.
Oh yeah, 1 and 2. Okay, keep going.
All right. Oh shit, that's never mind. That's preseason. Fuck it. Let's start over. I've had it.
Dayhouse came good too.
All right, fair enough. Here we go. So week 1 at Houston, a win. We'll give it to them. No Deshaun Watson, they win that game.
No Deshaun Watson.
Week 2 at home versus Denver. That's an L. You got 2-0, and I got 0.
I forgot Von Miller's coming back, and I don't care how bad Drew Lock is. Von Miller might win that game by himself.
Week 3 at home versus Arizona. That's an L.
Damn.
All right, so I've got 0-3. You've got 1-2.
Well, I thought you had the first one as a win.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, right. 1-2. All right, 1-2. We got 1 win. I'll hold my 1 though. Week 4, coming off a short week, Thursday at Cincinnati. Joe Burrow's healthy. That's an L.
Wait. And Joe Mixon, as long as he doesn't beat any more women, okay, I'll say a 1. I'm sorry.
You're pulling something from 5 years ago, man. Come on.
Oh, right.
So we're still at 1 win. We're still at 1 win.
What?
Week 5 at home versus the Titans. L. Week 6 at home, or actually in London, versus the Miami Dolphins. L.
The NFL wants them to beat their home team so bad it's not home stadium. It's not working. Dolphins.
Yeah. They're taking an L there. So
that's close. They could screw on and
throw your second finger up.
Okay, I'm gonna go to 2, but I might take that one back depending on where I'm at.
Okay, by week 7, week 8 at Seattle. L.
North's about to get roughed up.
All right, week 9 at home versus Buffalo. Again, barring health. L.
God.
Week 10 at Indianapolis. L.
Yeah, you're right.
Week 11 at home versus San Francisco. L.
God almighty. What a brutal schedule.
Week 12 versus Atlanta. Win.
What? Hold on. I'm trying to think. Because I don't want to put so much faith in Matt Ryan, but they're going to have a new coach. They're going to have a new – okay, I got you. Damn.
All right. Week 13 at Los Angeles. L.
Which one?
The Rams. Does that matter?
Yes.
All right. Week 13 at the Rams. Week 14 at the Titans. L.
Then we got like Titans and Colts games coming up here.
Week 15 at home versus Houston. I'll give them that one.
Yes. Sweep Houston.
We're at 3.
We're at 4.
Need 3. Okay, you're at 4. I need 3 wins in 3 weeks to push. Week 16 at the Jets. Zach Wilson versus Trevor Lawrence. I'll give them that one. So there's
Thank
4.
you.
Week 17 at the Patriots. L.
Oh. God. Okay, week 18.
Home versus Indianapolis. Win. They always seem to beat them at home.
I wish you would.
Jacksonville won 1 game. What was that game last year? Home versus the Colts.
Whoa. You're right. Well, it was Phillip Rivers. This is Carson Wentz. So we have more faith this year.
But there's your 5. That's not 6. There's 5.
Yeah, I would agree with that because, God dang. All right, so there you go. That took a while.
Running game
John
terrible.
says
Defense
stinks.
Yeah, I don't know if what was that undrafted guy last year?
Oh, that guy. He might last half a year.
James Robinson, is that what his name was?
Was it James Robinson?
And then they got what's his name? ATN. What's his first name? Cedric?
Travis. Well, Cedric. I wish you would. Just Travis.
Claude Etienne. Travis Etienne. I don't know.
You just said Claude and freaking what else?
I don't know. Etienne.
Cedric. I'm dead. You are terrible.
Bro, I don't care about their first names.
All right. Thank you. Well, at least you're right because they're not NBA players. You're right.
I don't care about their first names either.
Yo, did you? I have to say this. I don't like because this is a midnight drive and drive safe. By the way, because it's a midnight drive, I will say this. I was watching a Family Guy compilation. This relates to NBA players, and it was like a scene where like it's like NBA player, like it was like NBA players on road games, and he was like in the bed with some girl. He was like, "Yeah, baby, I just got so lonely without my wife. I'm so glad you let me stay here for the night, just cook me dinner and all kind of good stuff. Let's go straight to bed." It's like that never happened. It was the name NBA players in road games. Okay, you know what? I thought you were going to laugh at that. I thought it was pretty funny. I don't care what anybody says about LeBron James. That dude's cheating on his wife.
Oh, we don't need to go down that road. Hey, check it out. I got it for the man cave. Check that out. Autographed Kucherov jersey.
Who's Kucherov? I'm still learning here.
Oh, come on, Connor McDavid. That is the best player in hockey.
We are growing pains. Is he the best player? What?
The best player. It's the best player in hockey. And then
Who did he play for?
I just got. He plays for the Lightning. I just got that one delivered, and then I had this one behind it. Andrei Vasilevsky.
I heard of that guy. I was on the. Who did he play for?
They both play for the Lightning, Mike. Come on.
That's Thunderstruck. That's pretty good. We got short air news. We got short air news, everybody.
I got to get a new chair. Here's a puppy.
Yo, a cameo. We're losing our viewers thanks. I'm kidding. That's not thanks to you. People are going to bed.
Yeah, go away, family.
Aaron.
Yeah, I got 5 wins there, buddy.
I think AM Drive's about to be fun on Wednesday, on Hump Day.
Buttercloth, very soft. Gotta love it.
Very soft.
Hashtag meet the world's most comfortable shirt.
Hashtag meet. How about that?
Is that what you're gonna be doing when we sign off here?
Yes.
Ball washing. All right, let's give love to all the sponsors here. Obviously, first and foremost, we are broadcasted by 12 Ounce Sports Network, both audio and video formats. Check us out and all the shows at 12ozsportsnetwork.com. While you're there, check out the 12 Ounce store where you can get coffee mugs, beach towels, show shirts, golf polos, and so much more. Our other sponsors, Vice Golf, who has been rapidly changing the game. Very simple. They make premium golf balls just as good as TP5s, Pro V1s, Bridgestones. And they sell them over the internet and ship them directly. A lot less than what you pay for those other balls. Once again, 12ozsportsradio.com/AM Drive sponsors. Also, Fanatics, if you're looking for the gear for that sports fan in your life, well, they've got you covered. Again, visit that AM Drive sponsors at 12ozsportsradio.com. And Amazon. We all shop at Amazon. Again, my wife probably got 3 or 4 more packages in the room.
That's right.
In the last couple of days. Once again, 12ozsportsnetwork.com/Amazon. Last topic here, again from John, who's producing the show.
That's right. Produce John Suggs.
Thoughts on some teams not protecting certain players for Kraken?
Hey, pop quiz. Who's my favorite NHL team? Pop quiz.
Well, you said it this morning. Seattle Kraken.
We're tearing apart.
My favorite NHL team.
We're tearing apart hockey teams. We're tearing apart hockey teams by the mass. I think is what it's called. The ship, the mast. What is the ship term here? I'm tearing apart a ship.
I don't.
Tearing apart a ship with my tentacles. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Wow, that was a stretch, bro. Who's my favorite hockey team? Pop quiz.
Kraken.
It's not.
Let's get the Lightning or the Knights. I'm gonna say the Lightning.
The Lightning are my favorite hockey team. Yes, I do like the Knights too. So it's kind of a vague question, not protecting certain players. We can go down a few of the more popular players who were unprotected but were not selected. The Carey Price situation, he was clearly more injured.
John knows somebody, I swear to God.
He's got to know somebody. The Carey Price situation, he wasn't left protected. Clearly, he was way more injured than let on. God forbid that Carey Price leaves the Montreal Canadiens. Those fans will be on suicide watch at that point. Let's see. Who else was Vladimir Tarasenko was left unprotected. It's going to be weird if he's not moved this offseason because he was left unprotected. He's almost kind of public enemy number one in St. Louis. And I think Shannon Walsh of the Slapshot Sweethearts podcast said it best. That like everybody has a shelf life in their cities, and Tarasenko's has kind of run its course. So I look for him to still be moved. I'm surprised that the Kraken didn't go with one big name unless they're just not done yet. If this is the opening night roster they field, they're They're definitely not going to be putting butts in seats with talent. I can tell you that. Mark Giordano is like the biggest name that they drafted. Did you have a question for the class?
Yeah, yes, I actually do have a question. Thank you, Mr. Aaron Crouch. I actually want to know who has better names: hockey players who are just so unique and foreign sounding, or basketball players who like LeBron and Damian and KD and Kobe and Shaq. Who has better names, hockey players or NBA players?
Well, I think hockey players' names are unique to Americans.
Well, all right, that's fair.
I mean, Evgeny Kuznetsov is a crazy sounding name, but Kuznetsov's probably a pretty. Evgeny is definitely a common Russian name.
Or that guy Vaseline back there on the thing you got.
Vasilevsky, yeah, another Russian. Yeah, Kucherov, another Russian. I'm gonna have the Russians up in the man cave.
Whoa, listen, I'm not a Putin guy.
I'm not a Putin guy either. They produce good hockey players who like to drink.
Well, they might be Putin guys.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, that was my new hashtag because I go off topic a lot. So keep things on the field.
Let's just put this out there. Do not use the hashtag Putin guys because someone's going to read that as put in guys. And so just make sure you relax on the Putin guys hashtag. I don't know what on the field means, but sure, go with it.
It means keep our topics on the field, which means no Big Ben garbage. Kobe's been
Big Ben. The Big Ben garbage was relevant for the time we were talking about it. So.
Yeah, but I can't be talking about Russians. We're gonna keep things on the field.
Okay, fair enough. So heading back to that, Alex Ovechkin, like Shannon said, was never really a threat to leave. I don't think he would have signed with Seattle had they drafted him. And they really wanted that prospect Vanacek because he could become a well-rounded goalie, and Washington better hope Samsonov is what Holtby was for a little while there too, because otherwise getting rid of Vitek Vanacek could be deadly. I'm trying to think of another. Let's take it home here. I was really shocked that Tampa did not protect Ryan McDonagh, or did protect Ryan McDonagh. Excuse me. I thought they should have gone the 7-3 format, left Ryan McDonagh unprotected. He had a $7 million cap hit. And based on Seattle's strategy for what they were doing, they weren't taking Ryan McDonagh. I know they had to get stuff off their books. And, they left like guys like Killorn and Johnson. But Yanni Gourde should have been protected. I'm really sad to see him go. Yanni Gourde should have been still a member of the Lightning. And they could have taken Tyler Johnson. They could have taken I think I figured out who John Suggs is. Tyler Johnson. They could have taken Alex Killorn.
What do you mean you figured out? Oh, you can't just throw that in there and say I figured out who John Suggs is.
I feel like it's a burner, baby. I feel like it's a burner. Anyways, that's not important because it's a listener and it's a viewer, and we appreciate you. And you've driven our first late night session with the headlights on, pretty much. So
Jeff Becker Cody, I'm going to kill when this thing's over.
Hey, why not? They got
it's Cody. It's Cody. I'm pissed.
Okay. Anyways, so Hurricanes done a stupid deal with their goalie. I don't know. I'm not as high on Nedeljkovic. I think that series against the Nashville really put him on the map. He got put on waivers multiple times last year. Like, he was literally given to the league for free, and no one wanted him. And for some reason, Yzerman fleeced the Hurricanes because they gave him a third-round pick. And if they can re-sign Jonathan Bernier and probably re-sign Peter Mrazek, I think the Hurricanes are in a better spot than the Red Wings are with Nedeljkovic.
The Rockets are not going to have enough to trade unless the Pistons are flat out trying to become the Lions. The fact is, Pistons are going to draft Kate Cunningham, and I don't. But if there's going to be a trade, Lakers.
Kate Cunningham's that kid out of Okie State, right?
Yes, he plays like he's 35. Like, dude's impressive.
Is he really that much worth the number one overall pick?
No, I don't think he's really polished, but I don't think his ceiling is going to be super duper high. I think he'll be a solid player for a long time. I don't think he's like, we cannot trade this guy.
And he'll be a Laker in year 5.
He's not Zion. He's not John Morant. He's a really good player who's eventually going to hit his ceiling. It's going to be not much higher than it already is, in my opinion. Tyler,
So
your
he's somewhere
thoughts?
between Zion Williamson and Kwame Brown.
Right. Well, yeah.
Or somewhere between LeBron James and Kwame Brown.
Don't sleep on Mobley. Well, yeah, I mean, there's some other guys in the draft that are really good. Like, I think Jalen Suggs, maybe. Josh Green, I think. I played NBA 2K like that. Whoa, good God, Cody. What the crap is this? I don't know. It might be Beck. I just want to know who the cornerstone capper is, and I'll be fine. John Suggs, I should have known that was Beck.
Who cares who they are? We got a viewer and he's
It can't be freaking Beck, though, because he doesn't talk like that.
Who cares? Who cares who it is? It's John Suggs.
Chill out with that crap.
I'm not ball washing John Suggs. Let's see. Thoughts on Texas and Oklahoma making the SEC move? Do you see the ACC picking up one or two
Garbage.
teams like Liberty or Coastal Carolina? Teams that will be on the move is going to be Baylor and
Okay,
Yeah.
It's Cody. He said Coastal Carolina. Okay, I got you now. That's a cool burner.
Okay. Well, either way,
No one says Coastal Carolina.
Let's take our thoughts off the burner account. Okay.
That's fair.
All right. Let's wrap it up with this question right here. Thoughts on Texas and Oklahoma? Bring that back up.
Okay.
I want to see it. Bring that back up. All right. So I think the Big 12 is going to disintegrate. I think we're looking at a 4 regional super conference thing here, and I think the ACC is going to become kind of a Northeast conference. I think we have the SEC for obvious, and then I think we have Pac-12 and we have Big 10. Big 10 Midwest, Pac-12. Well, we obviously know what that is. I'm a real person, LOL. See, you pissed the guy off.
You're the one who said it was a burner account in the first place.
I said I think I know who it might be.
Who is it then? Who would you think it was?
No, I think it's John Suggs from North Carolina.
Just because Jeff or somebody is from North Carolina does not mean they're not living somewhere else right now.
I don't think any of them are from North Carolina, but
Who is John?
John
Do I know John Suggs?
I don't know. I don't know John Suggs.
You guys are terrible.
I was saying on the small 1% chance that it is a burner, I think I have an idea who it is.
Who?
It's not important. It doesn't need to be addressed on the air. John Suggs said he's a real person. I believe him.
I do too. Good Lord. I got that out of the way.
John Suggs, you need to do like on Reddit, John. Just send like your a live photo, like saying it is.
That's cold-blooded, John Suggs. That's cold-blooded.
No, you don't know me. Well, John, I appreciate you. Sorry about Mike here, but
I'm going to send him an email right now. I'm going to send him an email and tell him to jump in. We'll see who it is.
I've only got like a minute or two left. So
I don't care. You can have a good one. You can have a good one.
You can do your. You can get John Suggs in my spot here, man.
Right.
All right, so I see the ACC could pick up a team like Liberty or Coastal Carolina. I actually am hoping, looking at the SEC when they go with Texas and Oklahoma, also picking up like a Florida State, a UCF would be great. I know they're not going to be powerhouses. And I just think we're going to like a 4-man, 20-team super conference structure here. Because with the 12-team playoff, what is the point of scheduling out-of-conference games when you can just make them a conference? I mean, who doesn't want a conference with Alabama, LSU, Auburn, Texas A&M, Texas, Oklahoma, Florida State, Miami, Clemson? Like, that's a hell of – and then like 4 or 5 of them can make the playoff every year?
So you're saying like an East versus West kind of deal?
I'm saying like a Southeast, Northeast, Midwest, like Pacific. So you have your Pac-12 that'll encompass like Boise, San Diego State, maybe a team like TCU.
Oh, they're going to get their ass run over, dude. Holy cow.
A team like Utah. Well, in the first couple of years, but now San Diego State and Boise State can be like, hey, we're a power conference.
I forgot about Sam Howell. How?
So, all right,
what do you say?
Try to stay on that time. I mean, Oregon Ducks are scary. Yeah, but let me see. Look at this. I think we're going to a super conference. I think the NCAA with the name, image, likeness situation here, I think we're going to super conferences. 4 20-team super conferences. That encompasses 80 teams. And, I mean, off the top of my head, you've got, 13, 14 teams in the Big Ten. You've got 12 teams in the Pac-12. You've got 14 teams in the SEC. I think you've got 12 to 14 teams in the ACC. The American Conference has some good teams in there that can be plucked. Hoping UCF would be one of them.
Wow.
Obviously. Yes, plucked.
Where does Notre
Like the
Dame
SEC.
go?
Notre Dame goes to
Atlantic?
the Big Ten. No, they go to the Big Ten. They're literally in South Bend, Indiana. They go
Oh.
to the Big Ten. They play Michigan State. They play Michigan. They play Northwestern. They play a team like Pittsburgh. Like I think Pittsburgh leaves the ACC and goes to. Now the Northeast would be the toughest one to really have. Like you're gonna have like Virginia Tech. You're gonna have like what do you do with Wake Forest, UNC? What do you do with UNC?
What do you do with Wake Forest? Here's what you do with Wake Forest. You set them on fire.
Wake Forest has some good teams. They've had some decent guys. They've had decent players. I mean, you still have to produce. If you produce 4 20-team conferences, you have 80 teams. The 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th teams are not going to be good. Vanderbilt's never good in football. Kentucky has flashes. Look at the Pac-12. I mean, who's bad in the Pac-12? Colorado's bad sometimes. Arizona State, they're bad sometimes. But now you can pluck TCU. You can pluck UNLV to bring this market in here in Vegas. You can do Nevada, San Diego State. You have a Boise State. You have these teams that are just sitting there in these mid-major conferences to fill these out. And I'm sure these mid-major teams are going to love the revenue share.
Comment of the night is either this one or where is it at? Or
You can't throw comments of the night that puke your bias, buddy. I love that one. That's the best one. I'm a real person. That's the comment of the night.
I'm about to look up John Suggs and look in a couple here and say, "What the crap is this guy?" I like him.
He's going to put a restraining order on you for stalking him. Just thank you, John, for taking time out and listening to
Thanks, John.
the AM Drive late sessions. I got to run. The wife just came in from work, so
Wait.
I'm gonna wrap it up here. You can continue on.
I beg to differ.
She posted that like 20 minutes ago, man.
She would just come from work.
Yeah.
She better have taken the bus texting him like that. Hey,
I'll let her know.
know. Good night, Aaron. And hey, don't be like Desiree, okay? Drive safe.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern, the AM Drive. We are live. And I think these late sessions are going to be pretty awesome. And yes, we are doing a Vice Golf shirt giveaway at 100 followers. And let's check. As of right now, we are at.
I think we're at 50. Somebody ghosted us.
We are exactly at 50 followers, so we're halfway there. So
back at it.
Check us out on Twitter at AM Drive 12 ounce. Give us a follow because you just might win a Vice Golf T-shirt, and if we get to 1,000, you just might win a Vice Golf bag.
Thanks, Beck. I appreciate you.
Stop with the zero, so.
No, appreciate you, John. That was awesome. Good show.
Dog's barking now, so he says it's time to wrap up. So.
All right. That's we're going to end the stream? Cool. Hey, appreciate everybody. Have a good one.